Xin chao. What's up, everybody? All right, so we're gonna do virus update, expert visa update. Should be about a 10-minute video. Should be pretty good. We should have quite a bit of content here. We'll get right to the point. No fluff about it. So let's see here. Get ready. Okay. Coworker of COVID-19 patient in Ho Chi Minh City tests positive. So in short, there's 2 more new cases in Saigon now. They were in, let's see. The coronavirus patient, 35-year-old NQN of Deloitte, Vietnam, first tested positive for coronavirus at Vinh Mec Central Park International Hospital in Binh Thanh District on Monday after having a fever, cough, and sore throat. And who lives in Block A1 of Sunview Town apartment building in Thu Duc City, which is under Ho Chi Minh City, retested positive for COVID-19 at the Ho Chi Minh City Hospital for Tropical Diseases on Tuesday afternoon. One of his co-workers tested positive as well, and they've locked down another apartment. So the Vietnam's new COVID wave tally crosses 1,500 cases. A Ho Chi Minh man is among the 30 new COVID cases. We just talked about that. With him confirmed, Ho Chi Minh has recorded the second COVID-19 case ever since the new wave hit Vietnam on April 27th. I don't know why they're not saying the co-worker is also positive, but whatever. I don't, make how they do the news sometimes. It's very odd. So yeah, everything is ramping up. Da Nang's in quite a lockdown. Rich Watson just did a video driving around in their lockdown and going getting some food. It's a pretty good view if you want to see what the city looks like, lockdown over in Da Nang. You can't have a gathering of 5 or more there. You can't even get food delivered anymore. You have to go get your own food. They shut down taxis and all kinds of services like that in Da Nang as well. So they're really, taking it quite serious here. Reporter Bear is with me. So yeah, we're really amping up here. And it sounds like they tested 10,000 people that were involved with this guy in Saigon, and the tests haven't come back yet. I'm gonna guess we're gonna see a nice jump up in cases here pretty quick in Saigon. So I anticipate that things will go into some kind of harder lockdown, there hasn't even been a lockdown here, to be honest with you. I imagine they'll impose more stricter rules if a bunch of cases do pop up from this guy. So we'll know that in the next few days, and of course I'll report on that. The other big thing I want to talk about is the expert visa. So foreign expert visas, they're significantly putting the hammer down on it now. I'll read you an article. 2 more arrested for bringing fake experts into Vietnam. Da Nang police have arrested 2 more members of a ring that smuggled foreigners into Vietnam under the guise of foreign experts. 2 guys have been placed under criminal investigation for organizing illegal entry into Vietnam in the guise of foreign experts. They formed a shill company, of course. So they formed two fake companies. From January to March this year, colluded with the owner of a South Korean base in Da Nang to use the legal status of his 2 companies to sponsor 7 South Koreans to enter Vietnam as foreign experts or investors. And they probably charged a good amount for that, anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000. So, anywhere from a $14,000 profit, probably split in half. So that was probably their reasoning for doing something that foolish. Initial investigation shows that 7 foreigners were neither exports nor investors, nor included the list of priority for entering during the COVID-19 pandemic. After completing their quarantine periods in Da Nang, they did not work for the companies that had sponsored them. They worked for other firms instead. Thon and the Korean business owner shared the money that the group of the South Koreans gave, investors said. $2,400 is all he's claiming that he made to bring in 14 South Koreans into Vietnam as foreign experts. I don't know. That doesn't seem right to me. The investigation is being expanded. Okay, so now we can go even further in on this. I've talked about this in other places where we chat. On Facebook, companies are posting that they are getting letters from the government that they want to check, like companies that are bringing in expert visa people that they're saying that are coming to work for their business. They are asking them to. They're doing an audit. They're pretty much they're checking to see if the person's actually an employee at your business, and they're seeing if they're actually working and paying taxes and things like this. So quite a few people posted that they've had it happen to their company. So it sounds like they're really trying to crack down on the loophole of the expert visa thing, where it was just relatively pretty simple to just contact some kind of visa company and ask, not ask, just have them, sponsor you and create all the paperwork, and you're over here, and you don't ask too many questions. You just paid a price and you got over here. So that's the loophole they're trying to smash down on. The other thing they're also doing now is, if you are an expert visa and you're going to go work for a specific company, they want to make sure you actually have a college degree in the field of what you're working on. They're actually checking to see if the college degree is legit and you're actually working in that field. So companies are concerned that hiring foreign experts will become more difficult with a decree requiring at least a bachelor's degree in the related field of work. South Korean electronic giant Samsung, one of the largest foreign direct investors in Vietnam, is worried the new decree will pose challenges for its recruitment process. So, I mean, it's right there. These are all new rules, new laws that they're doing. You can't really look this stuff up on an official government page like a lot of people like to do in my comment section, which you just don't. They don't really post it like that. You have to find out from visa agents, news sources, people that have, on the Facebook thing I was talking about, people have been denied entry on the expert visa because they had no knowledge of the shill company that the visa agent had formed for them. So, I mean, they're really starting to try to clamp down on the expert visa loophole. And now that you have a 21-day quarantine and then 7 to 14 more days at home, you've got 21 days of solace in a hotel room, and then you need to do 7 to 14 days in a hotel room of solace. Just doesn't sound like a awesome thing, unless you're like planning to live here for a really long time and you're like, hey, maybe I'll just learn some Vietnamese and watch Netflix and chill. But for me, that would not be a route I would ever take. I would never recommend doing the paid expert visa thing that they're trying to block and avoid. I mean, I'm always going to say it. Do your paperwork legitimately and do it the right way. A lot of people think, bribe here and you can pay your way into anything. And sure, you can, but there's going to be repercussions. These guys that did this shill company for these dudes are going to serve jail time, man. Jail time. Like, that doesn't sound cool at all. Not even a little bit. So, the clampdown is real now. Let's see. The American Chamber of Commerce of Vietnam, AmCham, said it was nearly impossible to have someone with the right education background for a certain job since career paths can shift. Which I do agree with that. I think that's pretty ridiculous, that particular thing they're imposing, where it has to be in, your college degree has to be in that field. A lot of people do path shifts. Just have the requirement of having a college degree. I don't know why they are going hard like that. I don't think that's the right direction to curb. As long as you have a college degree and you're going to legitimately work for the company and you're going to pay taxes, you can get here. That's the way you're going to want to do it. So yeah, the posts are all over that they're really checking the college degree. Same with teaching. If you try to come for teaching, they're going to vet all of your paperwork now. They are going to check to see if that college diploma is real. The times of when you could get by and slip through without a lot of paperwork and just bribe your way are completely gone. And again, I've never recommended those ways. I always have said do it legitimate. If you want to still try to do it that way, there's other people out there to help you do that. You feel free to reach out to them and go do it. But the risks are climbing and the rewards are not enough, in my opinion, for that risk. What else do we got? So yeah, we're over 1,500 cases. I think Ho Chi Minh's going to see a pretty large uptick here. I'm hopeful that we don't. I hope that it just, those few people, but they were in close contact with a bunch of coworkers and stuff, and working in like an industrial park area. So more than likely tomorrow we're going to see an uptick in Ho Chi Minh City, and then probably more rules imposed. Again, I hope that that's not what happens. And yeah, they're trying to get vaccines. Everybody in the comment section is like, vaccine, vaccine, vaccine. The supply is low. It's not easy to get a vaccine right now. Everybody's trying to buy vaccines. Taiwan's trying to buy vaccines. Everybody's trying to get vaccines. So, and then you have other parts of the world that need the vaccine more than essentially we would need right now. So that's where the problem lies in it. And people kind of tried to bash on Vietnam. They've been making 2 vaccines since this thing started. They went into vaccine research and testing right away. Of course, they're probably not going to have as advanced as a team to do it like you would in like America or other countries that have a bunch of money. But yeah, in July they're testing the first vaccine. If that goes well, then I think maybe they can ramp up production of that. I don't see being fully vaccinated here for a long time. I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. And, apparently there's nothing really Vietnam can do about it at this point. They've done their best, and that is what it is. 2 more arrested. So that 2 more arrested thing has a lot of comments on it. Best to have all the vaccinated guys, experts or not. And what do I think about bringing in vaccinated people? I'm fine with it. Like, if you've got the vaccine, I think it's okay to have them come in. That's just my personal opinion. Do I think Vietnam will do that anytime soon? No. Especially now that they're in the middle of this fourth wave of things going. They just don't want things to get out of hand. I compared it to India, and somebody tried blasting me on a comment that India is way poorer, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have anything to do with those 2 things. If we had as many cases as India has, the same thing would happen here. The hospitals would get overrun, there wouldn't be enough supply of things, and people would die. And the government's aware of that, so that's why they do it in this style. I mean, I'm not trying to say one place is richer, one place is poorer, one government's better, one government's worse. I'm just looking at it, from all views. So, and I'm not trying to have a political debate on the comment section. I'm just giving you information and what I've seen and how it's been since I've been here. So, yeah, the comment section on the 2 guys being arrested. When will they arrest all the teachers that came back in experts and not teachers? So that was really big before this 4th wave, before this last breakout. Like I said, you could just pay your way in, and they've now seen that that's a huge issue. So I mean that's where it's at. They're clamping down on this expert visa shit. If you're not going to work for the real company, if you don't have a real college degree, it doesn't look like it's a great idea to try to flaunt those rules anymore. Is it possible? Can you bribe your way through? I'm sure you can. Do I recommend that? No. I'm always a proponent for doing the paperwork on the up and up. So it's a you choice. You can find your way in. I cannot help you with that in any way, nor would I ever. You need to do things on the up and up. You don't want to get in trouble. You don't want to get blacklisted, even though you can pay to get that off, but it can cost thousands of dollars. So that's where we're at, all the major cities are kind of starting to shut down. I think Saigon will be next. Right now, we're still fully open. As you've seen, I've been walking around, vlogging all over. It seems like nothing has changed whatsoever. But now that we have this new case, and they were around like 10,000 people, there's no way that like a bunch of those people didn't get infected. So I'm going to guess things will change rapidly, but I can't tell you that they will until it's reported. I'm never going to just falsely put out news. I'm only going to put out stuff that has been verified on like 3 different news places, and that is what I'll report on. And I'll usually even wait a day, even though I would like to be breaking on the info. I'll wait a day to get it out there. As ever, I appreciate you guys watching. That's the update for now. I started the new channel. It's Fat and Broke IRL. If you can subscribe to that, it is in the link is in the description. I'd appreciate it. Of course, like and comment the video. That always helps with the algorithm. I think these news videos should get a lot more views because there's a lot of people wanting to get in as expert visa, and then there's a lot of people that want to know the news on the virus situation here in Vietnam. So, as ever, I will keep you updated. Yeah, see you on the next one. Peace out.